Okay. Your channel. Live chat. Live chat. There we are. There we are. You got enough space there? Okay, so I'm going to let you use the Arteza markers to test.
I'll watch how many people are on.
You can,
One person is on.
okay, you can try these out for us, okay?
2 people are on.
Okay.
Comment when you're here.
All right, let me cut down this good paper for you. Hold on.
Everyone liking the video.
Hello, Chow. Say hello, Kyle.
Why?
Kyle,
Hello, Kyle. Why does it not show the... How was the fishing?
Well, my neighbor was there, and he pulled out a 22-inch trout just as we were leaving, so good for him.
He didn't get home yet.
Hi, Susan. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Bernie. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Lee. Hi, Roxanne. Hi, Carmen. Hi, Elizabeth. I want to do this.
There's already 20 people?
Did I
Wow.
just cut that wrong? I think I did cut that wrong. Well, whatever. Are you gonna help me test these other markers out?
Yeah. These are really good for me because they're the brush tip ones and I can
Yes.
color in.
That's what we're
easily.
gonna do. So this is gonna be your swatch paper,
Swatch paper.
and this is gonna be your stamping paper. Do you understand? And then I'm gonna give you a little water brush in a minute.
Can I stamp out a cupcake?
Well, I'm coloring this. You don't want to color these in? I want to show you how to color like that.
A cupcake.
Where's your cupcake? Don't you have a big cupcake stamp somewhere?
I don't know. I'm just in the mood for a cupcake.
You're in the mood. You just had a donut.
I know.
Hold
Cupcakes
on.
and donuts.
She wants a cupcake. We gotta find her a cupcake. I know we have cupcakes somewhere.
Have you
Hold
ever
on.
used stamps
Hold on.
up there on that wall?
Hello, Bonnie. Oh, I got Bonnie and Bonnie 1 and Bonnie 2.
Bonnie 1 and Bonnie 2.
Hi, Terry. Oh, Chow, I'm glad. Thank you. Hold on. I'm looking for a cupcake for my cupcake. For some reason, I thought you had the cupcake stamp. I think you have the cupcake stamp.
I don't think I have a cupcake.
You have the cupcake stamp. It's a big
That's a
cupcake.
cupcake.
Yeah, but you have the big long set. It's a big long cupcake set.
No.
Those are small cupcakes.
I want small cupcakes. I want the small cupcakes. So I can do 2. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, you have the cupcake set. It's in your set. It's the one that has the little label that comes out the back, like a little flag, and you can type or you can stamp happy birthday in the little flag.
That one?
Yeah.
I think you have that one.
No, this is the food box, see? And this is where all the food things go. And I don't have cupcakes in here.
Ow, just hit my arm on that.
Aw, Kyle just fell asleep. So Xavier and Max went home to be with baby Elizabeth. So Leah and I are going to be by ourselves for the next couple days. Thank goodness. So we got a lot done today. We dropped the boys off earlier today. And then Leah and I went to the grocery store. And then I came back and I cut the grass. And then we just went fishing for an hour. And we just got home in the nick of time. All right, so Leah's looking. She wants to color cupcakes for whatever reason. But what
I can't find them.
Okay, we'll just use these little cupcakes over here.
I looked through my stamps bin. Can't
Okay, here, you can use this block.
Ooh, that's cool.
Why don't you, like, stamp 3 of them in a row? Like, one in the middle and then one on each side.
I want to do, like, a big one, like this one in the middle, and then 2 small ones.
Do one in the middle and then 2 on each side there, okay?
I'm going to make...
Oh, they can't see you. Hold on, let me move the camera over.
I'm going to make this one bigger with putting this under that one.
Can you go in that drawer and get me the ruler?
This one?
No, in the drawer on the left. Yeah, hand me the ruler. Is there a big ruler in there? So I can keep this straight. I used to have a big plastic ruler. No, this isn't it.
No?
There's a clear ruler in there.
Hold on, my chair's in the way.
It's a big plastic ruler that I use to keep this straight. It's the Tim Holtz ruler. Put that back in there. Maybe it's in... Watch out, that's poking out. I tried to tell you. Here we go. Here's one of these. Hold on. Gotta do some engineering here.
My chair is just under yours.
All right. Well, now hopefully they can see you a little better. Okay. So you got to stamp and color here, and I'm gonna give you this ink because it's smaller, easier for you to hold, and it will dry quicker. What are you doing? You're having all kinds of difficulties today. So while you're stamping that, cool, Bonnie. Nice. Good job, Bonnie. Okay, so Leah is using, this is an older set from Close to My Heart. It was called Cutie Pie Stamp of the Month. So she wants to color in these cupcakes. So this is what you can do.
Cool.
Look, it says, hey there, cupcake. You could stamp that at the top. But right now, just stamp your 3 cupcakes, okay?
I'm going to make...
so do the one in the middle first.
I'm going to make this one taller with the stamp.
Okay. And while she's stamping that out, I'm using this new Gina K stamp. This was part of the Happy Mail Cindy Lou sent me yesterday.
Cindy Lou?
Yep. And we are on we are on Bristol Smooth today. And I've cut mine down to 5 by 3 3/4. So I want to show you. This is the paper we're using, Strathmore Bristol Smooth Surface. Okay. And Leah is going to stamp hers out with Brutus Monroe Detail Raven ink. I'm going to stamp mine out with Versamark Claire. Ew, is that ink? What's all over my hand? That was weird. It looked like black glitter.
I don't know. It could be the magnet.
You know what? I think it came off of this. I don't know.
I'm not good with this kind of stamping because
Oh,
my hand
you're
moves.
putting it on a stand? Oh,
Yeah,
you
to make
didn't-
it taller.
Oh, well, you didn't tell me you were doing that.
I said I'm going to make that one taller.
Well, then
by
you
the
should have
stand.
masked it because now it's not going to show up here.
No, I can use a marker and trace it.
Or
'Cause that's
just,
what I do all the time.
or just make sure when you color in your cupcake,
But no, I'm using
when you color it in, like try to put it like up like that. See how that line touches that?
Mm-hmm.
See how? Okay. Do what you want to do. It's your picture.
Well, all the ink came off. That's cool.
No, it didn't. You still got to clean it.
Yeah, I do still need to clean it.
I'm going to stamp mine twice.
Lucky you have that so your wobbly hand doesn't get in the way.
Hi, Melanie.
Is it my Melanie?
Hey, Bernie. I know it is nice. I thought it was going to rain today, and here it ended up being pretty nice. I would have stayed at the lake a little longer, but I didn't want to disappoint you guys.
That hour felt really long though.
Leah was bored. Leah was traipsing around in her little mud boots. Okay.
My chair is so noisy.
Your chair is noisy?
Yeah, it keeps doing that.
Both chairs are noisy. They're just squeaky.
Squeaky, squeaky.
This is, yes, this is the Mini Misty. I called my Joann's today, and I was like, hey, I placed an order a week ago, and I haven't heard anything. And the lady goes, yeah, we're about a week behind. And I was like, oh, okay.
So it will come this week?
I don't know.
I'm pressing down as hard as I can.
Jennifer, I use Hero Arts Ultra Clean, which is a little difficult to find right now because Hero Arts is kind of pseudo closed. So that doesn't look bad at all because you're going to use markers to color it in.
Again with the squeaky chair.
They're saying, hi, Leah.
What if someone came on the live and their name was Leah?
Well, then we'd have two Leahs.
Leah and Leah.
But only one live with Leah. Should I make you a shirt that says live with Leah?
Yeah.
Yeah, would that make you happy?
Mm-hmm.
And I did get a notice that my Crafter's Companion, well, I checked the status of my Crafter's Companion order, and it shows in the U.S., so I guess that's good. So I just have to wait. I totally forgot that they probably closed their California office down. That was just my fault for not thinking. So I'm not really into, like, floral stamps, but, oh, yeah, it is this coming off. That's okay. I practiced with the Karin markers yesterday, and you guys, they are pretty stinking good. And then I did go and watch the video that what's her name put out, Christina Warner put out, and she compared them to the Zigs and compared them to whatever other marker she had. So I do want to show you guys. I stamped out 3. These are all stamped out on Bristol Smooth with VersaFine Clear ink. And this is the one I did last night. And I'm like really happy with it. So I like them for a number of reasons. One, if you just want to use them as a regular marker, they're very smooth and very easy to use. But two, if you wanted to use them as a watercolor marker, same thing. They just blend effortlessly. So I was really surprised at the results that I got. So I'm going to do the same kind of thing, but I'm going to start with, we'll go with Zig markers, Arteza markers, and we'll end with the Karin markers, and that's how you're supposed to say it.
I'm not even in the frame.
Well, do you have chocolate on your face? Is that from your donut?
Yeah.
We went to buy yeast to make donuts today, and what happened?
We couldn't find it.
There was no yeast, but what did we find that I was like, cool?
Hand sanitizer.
Okay, so you're done with that? Mm-hmm. You're ready to start coloring? So Leah's going to help us out by using, she's going to use the Arteza Twee markers. Ooh, look at you putting things away. And Leah has agreed to get up tomorrow morning and go fishing with me. I can't believe it. We'll see what happens when 6 o'clock rolls around, if she actually does.
Why this morning were you acting like it's Sunday?
I was acting like it's Sunday?
Yeah, you didn't wake up.
I didn't wake up all this week. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but like you're sleeping in more.
I like sleeping in. All right, listen, this is how you're going to do this.
I tried to wake you up, but you didn't answer me.
Well, sleeping. Okay, so here's what you're going to do. You're going to take your markers and you're going to color in a little bit. And then I'm going to give you this water brush.
Do you have, like, a black pen that I can draw this in with?
Yeah, after you're done coloring everything. Oh, man. Hold on.
Ew.
It's only water. What else did I do? I ordered some batteries today. One for... Two for my watches because my electronic watch is not working, so I had to dig out my old watches. So
that's cool that you can just spray it in there.
I ordered 2 batteries today because apparently Walmart, Target, and the other normal stores around here don't carry watch batteries.
What?
And then I ordered 2 batteries for my weed whacker so I can do weed whacking around the yard.
They canceled it.
Yeah, that was Walmart.
Did you tell them?
Yes, we're gonna go get big fish tomorrow. All right, so here's your little water brush. So where's your little sample paper so you can understand what you're doing, okay? So what you do is you put a little bit of color down. Let's say you want this pink, okay? You can get a sampling on here of what, swatch your color out, right? And then you take your water brush and you can
blend
it or move your colors around, so you don't need a lot.
So you can just put like a square, color it in, and then you can...
Well, I'll show you. Wait, let me show you how I do it, and then we'll do it together, okay? But you need to stay right here so they can see you.
But the swatch doesn't need to be in camera.
No, your swatch doesn't need to be in camera, but right there, okay? So this is yours, and I'll leave the paper towel here in case you want to clean your pen off like that, okay? So that's yours. And I'll grab the other ones in a minute. And I'm using my little handy caddy, guys. I put all my little watercolor brushes in there. All right. And I have my little swatch over here.
There's already 63 people.
Denise says, cute cupcakes. Say thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.
Denise. Thank you, Denise.
Okay, so this one's yours. This one's mine. Everybody can see us. We're kind of in camera here. I'm going to move you over a little bit. Okay, so you're going to use Arteza Twee markers and color, and then use this as a little water brush to move your colors around. And I'm going to use Zig markers. Ready?
No.
Go ahead, start coloring. Ooh, you're all itchy. Maybe you need to take an eczema soak tonight. Yeah, I think you need an oatmeal bath tonight.
What color should this one be?
Pink.
Instead of pink.
Chocolate?
Chocolate? I don't have the brown.
The browns are in there. The browns are right there. So because we're using Bristol, it does make it easier. I'm going to start with...
I'm just going to color them in for right now.
Pretty much putting yellow down everywhere. That's what I did on yesterday's flower. I'm not being real neat at this point. I'm just putting a lot of color down. Nothing yet, Karen. We are coloring in some images. I'm starting with Zig markers, and then I'm going to try the Arteza real brush markers, and then I'm going to compare to the Karin markers that Cindy sent to me yesterday.
I don't think I can use that anymore.
Why? That's what it's supposed to do.
But it made it lighter, and it now looks pink.
No, it looks like chocolate.
It looks pink.
Okay, well, you color any way you want. I do recommend anytime you're going to do watercoloring with markers, Bristol paper, in my opinion, is the best for this. It's even easier than, to me, watercolor paper, because I think with some watercolor papers, they just absorb the water so quickly that we just don't get a chance to really blend it. So now I'm going to go in with the orange. And for the orange, I just go in and put it on top of the yellow Basically closest to the center of the petals. I was really kind of random with putting it in here. In the center. Leah's birthday is in January. It's actually 5 days before my birthday. That's why she's my mini-me. What's so funny? Isn't that true?
No.
You're not my mini-me?
No.
Yeah, you are.
I'm going to make this, the first one, a confetti cake. So I'm going to put little dots inside of the cupcake.
Okay.
To make it a confetti cake.
What was the funnest part about going to the grocery store today? Because you haven't been to a grocery store in like forever. Huh.
I think...
Was it seeing all the empty shelves and people standing in line to buy their groceries?
No. It was when I got to read the grocery list.
Oh, you got to read the grocery list? Well, you were a very good helper today.
Mommy, should I do this shade or this shade? Mama.
What?
Should I do this one or this one?
Well, do a swatch out and see which one you like better. Ooh, I think I had too much orange in that one.
Too much orange?
Too much orange. Is everyone excited to get their mega mystery box order? Because I am.
I think I want to do this one first. I just noticed I'm only adding pink. Oh, whatever. I'll add blue after.
What are we going to have for dinner?
I don't know.
I'm really thinking about making the shrimp Alfredo.
Oh, that sounds good, actually. That sounds really good.
You really would like to have that?
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Mmm. You know, that's not good for us because we're lactose intolerant. It's going to give us some stomach pains, Leah. Is it worth it?
Yeah, it's worth it.
I had to take some lactate pills.
I don't know how to swallow pills.
Oh, yeah. You don't know how to swallow pills. What am I going to do with you? Just have to deal with your stinky butt all night, huh?
Does that look like a confetti cake?
It does look like a confetti cake. Does this look like a flower?
Yeah.
Did I color it good?
It looks like one of our flowers. I'm going to show them my cupcake. It's my cupcake for right now. Thank you, Margaret.
Aw, look at you reading the comments. Keep going. Okay, now I'm going to go in with a lighter green.
I need the black.
Oh, I missed a flower.
Ooh, I didn't see that either.
Crafting Queen says you're making her want cupcakes.
I just had a donut.
Yes, because we've been craving donuts for a very long time. So finally today we got donuts.
Donuts. I'm using the pen tip of this to trace out the lining that I didn't stamp so good.
Okay, you can't get that wet or it will bleed.
I know, I'm not going to color them with the water.
Yeah, you can color over it with regular marker, but not with the watercolor marker.
Yeah, I don't really want to use that because it makes it really light. And with the brown, it looks like neat.
You should put happy birthday on that and give it to Daddy.
Yeah, that's what I was planning.
Oh, okay. Or you could give it to Miss Elizabeth. I mean, it is her birthday now, right?
Yeah, it is. So I can put happy birthday either way.
Oh, that's nice, Stephanie.
What?
She met up with some friends and they sat in a parking lot 6 feet apart and just chatted it up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I keep feeling like my head's going in the camera because it's right here, but I realized the camera's over there, so my head's not going to get in the camera. I'm going to go with purple for the wrapper. Oh, I forgot to color that wrapper. I guess I'll do it purple because...
You do it any way you want.
Because purple is my favorite color.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh. What's your second favorite color?
My second favorite color, I say teal.
Ooh, that's a good one. So, what do you think about all of this quarantine stuff? Like, what do you miss the most being under quarantine?
School and having fun with my friends.
You know, no kid says that they miss school. I'm just saying. Like, that's not normal.
It's because I miss my friends a lot and school is fun.
So you miss your friends, not that you miss school.
No, I miss school and my friends.
What? What kind of a child misses school?
Me?
Okay.
Go
If you could go into any store that's not open right now, what store do you miss the most?
Five Below.
Oh, that's actually a pretty good answer. I'm going to take you there when it opens up.
You told me
that. Who do you miss the most because you can't see them during quarantine right now?
Can I say 2 people?
Yeah.
Wait, no, 3.
Okay, go ahead.
I miss Haley, Maddie, and Nana.
Oh, I thought for sure Nana was going to be number 1. But okay.
Well, they're all number 1.
Oh, they're saying all their kids miss their friends at school too. So you're not the only one to say that.
I'm using the light purple because I feel like it would be easier on the light colors in the cupcake. Not so dark.
I'm going to write on the back of this so I know which one I used.
You can write quickly. That's so quick. You know what? I'm going to add some purple in the confetti cupcake.
Aw, crafting queen.
The what?
All right, so this is the one I did with the Karin markers yesterday. And I will do another one. I was just playing around with them. Yep. And then this is the one I just did with the zigs. I was a little heavy-handed on the orange, but I think they both blended very nicely. Again, the Bristol paper makes a huge difference. So now I'm going to try the other Arteza Real Brush pens. Actually, can I just use the same pens you're using? Because they're the same thing. They're just smaller.
Yeah, sure.
You're going to share with me?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. So these are the Arteza Twee markers, which are basically smaller version of the Arteza brush markers. They have a smaller nib and they have a fine nib. Me too, Denise. Bonnie, I'm not sure. I'm using smooth Bristol paper. I'm not using watercolor paper.
I have to remember what color you're using and have to not use the color that's next to yours or like the same color because then it's going to get mixed up where your marker is and where mine is.
Why? I'm just going to lay down a layer of yellow and then I'm going to put some orange in it and then you can have it. The chair is noisy. I think the little girl sitting in it is a little noisy.
Exactly. That's the chair that's making all the noise. There's 80 people?
80 people where?
In the live.
In our live?
Yeah.
It's just me and you. What are you talking about 80 people?
Look on your Fun. It says 80 people.
I can't. I'm coloring right now. I thought we were having a coloring party. You told me we're going to have a coloring party and we're going to color together.
Well, we are.
I don't see 80 people. I just see coloring going on.
No, there's 80 people watching our live.
You're joking. You're joking now.
Look.
You're not done. Keep going.
Look on the live.
You smell
Oh,
like
there's 84.
you smell like garlic fish bait. Why do you smell like garlic fish bait?
I don't know. Did we go fishing at all?
Oh, we did go fishing. Ah. Okay. Go and get some orange and try this now.
I need a pinky color.
How many thumbs up do you have?
Let me see. 17.
17. That's not enough.
18. 23. There's 23. There's 23 thumbs up now.
Wow.
26. I can't. 28. 28. 31.
I'm going to finish coloring all my flowers before you're done cleaning or coloring one cupcake.
No. I can't count all the thumbs up now. It's getting too quick. I don't know what color to make the stand, though. Because I already used purple, and that's a good color for the stand, but...
Let me get any color you want. How about blue?
I used blue.
Where? I barely see it.
Right now.
Oh, are you not using this? Okay. Oops, I missed one spot. How about green, Emily says? Okay. Huge difference already. You guys know I do like my Artezas, but they are not blending as smoothly as the other two markers did. So definitely not the same when it comes to watercoloring. I mean, they're moving, but it's taking me some struggle here to kind of activate that color to get it moved. I was just saying, I got to really work it. Maybe I should try the other Arteza markers. Yeah, huge difference in moving it. It's still pretty, but it's just taking me more work to get it done. Okay, yeah. Artezas, they are what they are for the price that we pay for them. That's all I'm going to say about that. I mean, they did, you can see the color did move, but it just took me some work to get them to go where I needed them to go. Can I have the greens, please?
The green.
That marker doesn't belong there.
You put that there.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Where's the pink marker at then? Oh.
I guess it got switched.
Sorry. Excuse me.
See, I said I don't want to get it confused with which markers we're using.
Thank you.
I need like an orange yellow. Like this one.
Margaret, I would love to come to Australia. That's on my bucket list. That's on my bucket list. Okay, I'm going to go and see Kim in Alaska because I want to go fishing in Alaska. I want to go see Margaret in Australia, but I don't want to see any giant spiders or snakes or anything like that, Margaret. Okay, you got to keep the spiders and snakes and all that creepy crawly stuff away.
She hates snakes. Whenever she sees a video about snakes, she's like, ah!
I think you just scared some people with that.
Sorry.
Oh, that's too light. I also want to go to Egypt and see the pyramids. I probably won't be able to do that until like another 10 years or something. I want to go to Hawaii. I think
wanna...
everybody wants to go to Hawaii. I don't know anybody that doesn't want to go to Hawaii. You've already been to Disney.
No, I
This is too
haven't.
light too. I need a darker green. Let's see. What else is on our bucket list?
You say we want to go to New York.
New York. We go to New York all the time.
Oh,
Ooh,
yeah.
there's some good greens. You were hiding the good greens. This is the green I wanted, darker green.
They were my green.
Bonnie doesn't want to go to Hawaii. Okay, well, I'll go for you, Bonnie. This is too dark. Ooh. Too dark, too light.
Why is this so watery?
Because they're watercolor markers. That's too bright. Can't win on the search for the perfect green. Okay, Karen, maybe we'll do a Nancy Stamps Hawaii retreat.
What color should I
I'm going
use
back to
for
this
this icing?
Wow, Antarctica, that's cool. So Leah and I were talking today about birthdays because, Leah, when is your birthday? What month?
January.
So because Leah and I's birthdays are in January, it always seems to snow or ice storm around our birthdays. Like we always get snowed out. And so I can't even tell you how much time and money was spent on her second, third, fourth birthday, second, third, not fourth. Fourth was okay. Fifth birthday because of rain and snow and trying to plan birthday parties and then didn't happen. I mean, one year we had a giant cake in our freezer for a year because no little girls could come. That was when she was 2 to her party because it got iced out. But so this year I decided that.
Someone says their mom's birthday was January 8th.
Nice. This year we decided, okay, we're not going to do birthday party anymore because we didn't want to get snowed out, iced out, rained out. So
What
very
color
nice.
should I use this?
So how about you color this cupcake like this color, which looks like vanilla?
That doesn't look like vanilla.
Oh.
No, I covered that really heavy. That's why.
And instead, what did we do for our birthday? What did you get to do for your birthday this year?
Go to New York City and the American Girl doll store.
Yes, so we went to New York City. We went to the American Girl doll store. And what did it do while we were in New York City?
Have a snow
It was a snowstorm.
Snow attack.
We had to drive home driving 45 miles an hour because of all the snow. But it was fun because it was just me and Leah. And we decided that we're going to do Mommy and Leah birthdays in January. And we're just going to go do something. So I said, well, next year we should go to Jamaica for our birthday.
Jamaica?
Right? Somewhere warm. All right.
Oopsies,
pretty much done with the Arteza markers.
card.
So the Arteza markers are okay. Again, they are what they are for the price that they are. You get a lot of colors. They're inexpensive. But they're not as smooth as the Karin and the Zig markers are. So let me hold them up so you can see the difference. I'll hold them in order. All right, here we go. So these are the Karin, these are the Zigs, and these are the Artezas. And it just took a lot of work for me to get that color come out. And you can still see the brush strokes in there. Yeah, the Zig markers did very well with blending. But Zig markers to me are very kind of dry. So, Caroline sent me them. She says Amazon. We're going to send Caroline some something special because she sent us these markers.
Okay,
Ooh, the blonde is coming back in your hair.
What do you mean it's coming back?
I can see it coming back. Oh, there's your purple. Your purple's back too. Whoops.
I guess it was inside the hair and you couldn't wash it out.
You're funny. You're cold. You need a little sweatshirt down here.
Isn't your sweatshirt down here?
Pam said she sent something to you. Not yet.
Can I write happy birthday on this? Mama.
Hmm?
Can I write happy birthday on
I
this?
thought you were going to stamp happy birthday.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it.
Here's a stamp set that says, "You're the icing on the cupcake. Happy birthday. It's a cupcake kind of day. You're a beautiful cupcake in a world of ordinary muffins. You're the sweetest." Or birthday cupcakes don't have calories. You can put a cherry on top of your cupcake.
No.
You're just going to write it? Okay, do whatever you want. Your card. They think you're doing a great job. This one was the Arteza Twee markers. So I have one more. I'm going to demonstrate the Karin markers again. I'm going to do a different color. So, and then we can compare them. Can I move some of your markers out of the way here? If you're done, you can put them back in the box, okay?
Ooh, I spelled birthday wrong.
Just draw a little I right there. Oh, you got the I and the R mixed up. Well, it's just Daddy. He's not going to care. You can make that look like an R.
R. I.
There you go.
Birth.
There you go. You got it all fit on the top line there. Good job with that.
Happy birthday, Dad.
How about Daddy?
No, Dad.
Dad.
You know what I'm
All
going
right.
to do? Since this one doesn't have a cherry on top, I'm going to put a heart on top. Done. It's a heart on the cupcake. He's not going to know I wrote it.
So what I noticed in using these markers yesterday is right away, they're way juicier. The issue I've always had with zigs, and I've said this before, is if you are not using Bristol paper with your zigs, let me grab a regular piece of paper. Okay, put those back in there, put those back in there. So here's a regular piece of paper, and let me just show you. The zigs to me have always seemed drier. Do you see that? Now when you're using them on Bristol, it doesn't seem that way because Bristol gives them time on the top to just move around. So on regular cardstock, see, you don't get anywhere with the zigs. So they're not even good like just markers to color with, but in terms of watercoloring, as long as you're on Bristol, see how that activates and it moves right away. But it just frustrated me that the only way I could use those markers was only on Bristol. But the one thing I noticed yesterday, because they're just to me too dry to use as a regular color medium. Like you can use the Arteza markers as Leah just did as a regular color medium without having to use watercolor, right? Using the Karin markers yesterday, I noticed that I don't have to use them as a watercolor marker, but they do move just as easily. So here on regular cardstock, oh, my brush is dry now. They move a little bit. They're still, what? Where's that other brush at?
I don't know.
Hold on. I put it away. No, I put it away. There we go. So on regular cardstock, you can see it's soaked in. It's not going to move as much, but over here on the Bristol, it moves. Now, it does lighten a little bit. So I do think I agree with Christina Warner's comment yesterday that the zig markers do seem to be a little bit brighter, but I think it's just You just marked yourself. Just because the concentration of the color. So I really noticed that the color does stay on top. That's really good. And it moves so easily. So I had a lot of fun just coloring in as a regular marker, not even having to use it as a watercolor marker. But if you wanted to use it as a watercolor marker, you can see that it does immediately activate with the water, and it does move. So even though this kind of went down as a dark pink, is this magenta? I think this is magenta. Oh, this is cerise. Putting the water on that lightens that color and moves it. So it looks like you used watercolor paints. It doesn't necessarily look like you used a watercolor marker. Are you done? You going over to your computer? They said, Leah, you did a great job. She's moving her chair away. She's slowly leaving the scene of the crime. Then I was looking up, like, what kind of flowers are these? They kind of reminded me of mums. And then I was looking at them, like, well, now they kind of look like marigolds to me. And so that's why I colored them in that kind of orangey yellow color. All right. Now for the zigs, I only had the original starter set, which I think is 10 or 12 markers. I bought like 2 or 3 other markers at a stamp show just so I'd have some flesh colored markers. But I don't use the zigs too often just because I know I have to use them on Bristol paper. So, you know, to give them this kind of watercolor look. The set that Caroline sent me is the 12 set. But as soon as I started coloring with them yesterday, I didn't even get the water brush out. I just put all that first layer of color down in yellow and just colored the whole flower in. And I just had so much fun with it. And then I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be using these as a watercolor. So then I went back in later and I added the orange. And it really surprised me at how easily it did blend and how smooth it was. So I left that, and then I watched the Christina Warner video where she compared, she just did her video like 2 days ago, and she compared it to the zigs as well, and she did say that she felt like the zigs were brighter in color, but she liked the tips better on the Karin markers. And then the other marker she was comparing it to, she said they just didn't have a bright selection of, a large selection of colors. Now, in terms of price, I think, let me look them up quick, but I think the Karin markers for the 12 pack is about the same price as the zigs for the 12 pack. But what I like is, to me, there's a duality in these markers, in being able to use them as a regular marker to color with, and also being able to use them as a watercolor marker. And I don't feel that you have that with, the zig markers. And I know individually, if you wanted to purchase the zig markers, they're $4 or $5 a marker. I mean, they're almost as, you know, think about when you're purchasing your Copic markers. It's an investment to buy those zig markers. And for me, that's why I only bought one set of them, because I feel like you can only use them one way. where I think these Karin markers, not only can you use them as a regular marker, you can use them as a watercolor marker. And for those of you that are trying to do brush lettering, I'm not very good at that. You can also use these for that. And I think you get way more marker in terms of ink in these markers than you do in the Zig markers. Does that make sense? So as far as an investment goes, I think these markers take you a lot further. And Caroline says these were $39.95. And I'm sure there are companies that sell them that they're a little bit lesser expensive or more expensive depending on where you're getting them from. I'm sure Amazon has their little markup in there, you know. So here I just put a little bit of color down right in the middle, and I just go in with my little water brush and just pull that color right out. You would never know that I used a marker. There are no lines to indicate that I used a marker. It looks like I watercolored it and just pulled the, put the darker color watercolor there and pulled the color through. So these are really cool. I'm really enjoying them. I really didn't know if they were going to be worth the money. I was looking at them and I saw a lot of professional artists using them. Obviously, I'm not one of them. So, I mean, I know for the investment, they are, you know, they're not your cheapy Artezas for sure. And they don't act like it. They definitely step it up a notch. Yeah, and I like that color, like I said, if I wanted to leave it a darker color, you know, I can certainly just color it in. That's what I liked about it, is just being able to, look, I can color that image in, and it lays down very smoothly. And I don't do calligraphy, but if you're one of those fancy brush mark people, these definitely would work for that as well. And I saw Christina Warner doing that. Are they an Australian company? And she was using, I guess they have like a blender pen, which would move the colors along without altering the concentration of color. I have a Dove blender pen. Let me see if that's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, so a Dove blender pen would work the same way. I'm just making a big mess now, but versus using watercolor. Yeah, the water brush moves it too. Definitely not a Christina Warner here, but just messing around with it. I'll put the wrong lid on there. She's amazing, yes. And she does her own nails. I mean, she's like the person I want to be with during quarantine right now. Like, Christina, can you do my nails and show me how to do brush lettering? Oh, and watercolor. Oh, and she did like this awesome, like she looks great, like her physical condition. You know, she just went on this journey and she looks great. Like I see her videos now and I'm like, wow. Meanwhile, I'm like, I need donuts. Let me go buy some more donuts. So I'll show them to you again individually. And I think the Bristol paper makes a difference. I can definitely try it again on watercolor paper, but okay, so this is the Artezas and the Zigs. So again, I mean, with the Arteza, you can see that I did pull the color out, but it just took me more to work it. You can see where the brush strokes were, where I had to pull that color out. And I mean, it does work if you have them. It just takes a little more effort. The Zigs are definitely easier to pull out the color. My issue with the Zigs is that, again, you have this set of markers, and really the only good way I found to use them was using them on Bristol paper. So if you're okay using them on Bristol paper and doing a little bit of watercoloring, that's fine for that. But I really like these Karin markers because I could use them not only to do the watercoloring, but if I didn't want to do a watercolor look, then I could just use it as a regular marker. That's what I liked. That was really just cool to me. So, I mean, the stamp made all of them look good. Like, I'm not unhappy with any of them. I think all of these will look good on card fronts. Ooh, maybe I'll make my 4 cards with these. Who's on my list? Hold on, I got my list right here. Let's see here. I have Sue, Carolyn, the other Nancy, and Pamela on my list. So maybe I'll do my 4 cards and get those done this weekend with these. Of course, I'm going to jazz them up. I can't just leave them like this. Oh, steak sounds good. But I think Leah and I are going to have steak. Oh, not steak. We're going to have shrimp fettuccine Alfredo. And not out of a jar. I bought some heavy cream and some Parmesan today. So Mama's going to make a big fat meal for baby. So thank you, Caroline, for sending them to me. I definitely see these as an investment. This is not one of your, oh, you're on a budget, buy, you know, something. Definitely a different level than Artezas. And you guys know I love my Arteza products. But I would say if you can afford the investment, it's just like the Gemini machine, you know. Not everybody can afford a Gemini machine. I get that. Not everybody has the space for it. So using a Big Kick or a Cricut, a Cuttlebug is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. It's the same way I feel about the Artezas. You get a lot of colors. They're very inexpensive, and they do work. But if you have an investment, I think an investment lasts a little longer. You spend a little bit more upfront, but you get a little bit higher quality, and you're a little happier in the long run. Like, I wish I had bought a Gemini Junior 10 years ago. I don't even know if it was out 10 years ago. But, you know, I couldn't imagine crafting without my Gemini Junior. The foiling machine, like the hot foiling machine, I could live without it. I mean, it's nice, but it's, you know, it's a little bit of work. But these markers are definitely an investment, and I think that they're worth the investment in what they can do. Like I said, not just the watercoloring aspect, but I do like to do regular coloring, and I'm not great with my Copic markers. Everybody knows that. And there are good markers out there that you can just color with and blend with and not have to do anything fancy with them. And I think these are those kinds of markers. Yeah, she got them from Amazon. I have the receipt here from the company, so I will link that for you guys on there. It looks like it's a small little company. And she ordered them on the 25th, and I got them yesterday. So pretty quick shipping. Hi, Melody. I just colored with these Karin markers. And I like the fact that even in the 12 pack, you get a nice arrangement of colors. How much is it for the 12 pack of Zig color? Somebody look that up for me on Amazon. And then these are the ones that I got. Like I said, these were a starter pack, and then I bought like 2 more colors to do like my flesh colors. Okay, so let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then I think one of these grays came with it. So in terms of pricing, these are about the same pricing. Is that what you guys are telling me? So I would say if you're going to spend $30 on a set of markers, definitely go for the Karins. For sure. You're getting... Doesn't say how much ink you get in here. Now, the other difference you do want to be aware of is the size of the tips. Okay, you have a dramatic difference in size of tips here. Okay, the Zigs are very fine. They are a real brush tip. The Karins are a little bit of a thicker nib, but it does come to a fine tip point. So it's not like you can't get into those finer areas. That's not a dried out marker. That's just how Zig markers are. Everybody's Zig markers are like that. Even Christina Warner's, when she colored hers out, she was like, well, mine are a little dry. No, honey, they're not dry. That's just how they are on regular paper. And I like the clear barrel. You can actually see how much ink you have in there. I'm going to assume with the Zigs that it's one of those foamy things inside there. Watch ink fly out all over my desk and you guys will be like, oh, Nance. Yep. So it's one of those little foam cartridges. So that's what you get. Laura, you got all the new Blue Night rubber stamps? I only got 4 of them. Oh, I guess I can show them to you guys right now. I don't know if they can be refilled or not. I just got them. I know they have replaceable nibs, so I will have to look into that. So, yeah, so you're telling me they're about the same price. The Karins might be $4 or $5 more, but you definitely love, yes, you got to love the Bristol Smooth. Where's my Bristol Smooth at, baby girl? Did you take my paper?
No.
What happened to the paper pad that was right here?
I thought you put it over there.
Oh, thank you. Put it behind me. And it's Bristol Smooth Surface. 20 sheets come in here. But this is a big pad. This is a 9x12. Yeah, 9x12 pad, 100 pounds. So, I mean, you get quite a few card bases out of this. So, Caroline, I think I'm definitely enabled at this point. So, yeah, once Nance gets back to work, I will be buying more of these markers for sure. They're definitely pro quality, like their name says. And I'm very, very, very happy with them. And you guys are going to see me use them some more in some more videos. You guys want to see the new BKRS stamps, the ones that I have? I barely use watercolor paper unless I'm using something mixed media. All right, so I already sent all of my samples to Lynn. So when the world is opened again and we can go to stamp shows, you'll see my samples that I sent to Lynn. But I'll show them to you. This is one I kept for myself. And this is called the Footbridge. And as you can see, I use pan pastels on it. And the cloud stencil. But doesn't it just look relaxing? Like, wouldn't you just want to, I want to go there and fish. Okay? Anyway. All right. She's on her computer. So that's this stamp right here called the Footbridge. You get a very nice stamp. You get a set of larger ducks and smaller ducks. You also get a smaller and a larger sailboat. Very, very easy to color for those of you that are dabbling in your pan pastels. Also watercoloring. I did a Copic coloring on this. I also did pan pastels on it. It was very easy to color. Okay. The stamp set I used in conjunction with it is this Reeds and Ducks, and I gave you guys a little sneak peek of this before. I'm trying to find it. Well, it's somewhere in my unfinished card pile. But this stamp set is also easy. It's all silhouette, so you get a large set of ducks and you get 5 sets of reeds. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets. So I actually use those reeds right here on the front of this card. Yes, she does have a release video. I accidentally posted it the other day. Whoopsie. This one is probably one of my favorites out of the release. It's called Wetlands. Wait till you guys see my videos on this. I did one with the Sparkle Spectrum Noir inks, and oh, it's so beautiful. Very simple image. To me, it screams very masculine image because it's so nature. It's so peaceful. It just makes me want to go to Alaska even more. So, but I colored this in with, I think, color pencils. I think I did one with color pencils and one with the sparkle markers, and they just came out beautifully. My set of cards this time around was probably the best cards I've ever made. I'm very, very, pleased with myself and these stamps and my design team cards on these. So you guys will see them all through the month of May. And then this one, yes, I know it's a Christmas stamp, but you guys are going to be surprised when you see what Nancy did with it. So I did a Christmas easel card. Remember I told you guys before I never made an easel card before? Well, I made an easel card for this one, and it came out really nice. And I did some puff embossing powder on my snow. Was it puff? No, I did the crystal glitter for my embossing powder. But then I made a spring card, and wait till you guys see what I did with the spring card. I totally changed this bird from a cardinal to a blue jay. So I have a blue jay and a cardinal and a completely spring look on this, and it's beautiful. And the Merry Christmas is separate. So, very, very pleased with the cards. I did send them to Lynn, but you guys will see during the month of May my release videos for these, and I hope you guys like them. But they do have a sale right now and a giveaway, so please make sure you head on over to Blue Night Rubber Stamps, and Fans of Blue Night Rubber Stamps is their Facebook page. Join the Facebook page, say hi, and there's a coupon discount and a giveaway right now, and Lynn's video, her link to her video. If you're not on her YouTube page, check that out. And we want to support these small mom and pop companies because they're so beautiful. She has some other things coming out later in the year, but, you know, she's really trying hard, and she really appreciates every single one of you guys ordering online. She called me to tell me that yesterday. She appreciates the videos, and she said, you know, all of your viewers are calling you an enabler, Nance. And I'm like, who, me? I'm not an enabler. I'm a happy people maker. So she does have that sale, and honestly, if I didn't already have the pan pastels, that's probably what I would be jumping on for this sale. If you can use the coupon code, I didn't check today's code, but if you can use it and get, you know, a percentage off the pan pastels, that's definitely worth it, because pan pastels are not on sale anywhere. Believe me, I have looked. Yeah, it was marked private because I wasn't supposed to show it yet, but it did go live today because it's the May release, and today is May 1st, right? So they are released today. Go to, here, let me link it for you guys. It's fans of, hold on, give me 1 second. Let me find it. All right, so I'm going to link the Facebook page for you guys to go to. And then let me look up the code for you guys. I don't know if she changed that or not, so hold on. All right, I'm going to also link her YouTube channel so you guys can go and check that out. And of course, you guys all want to follow that. Copy link. So there's her YouTube channel. She does, Lee. You're going to love them. They're really good, high quality red rubber stamps. She makes them here, not too far from me. She's in Maryland, so she's like a 3-hour ride from me. But she is the sweetest woman. Her and her husband, like, they're so amazing. Like, just genuinely nice people. And that it makes it even more fun to support a company like that. And they go around to these shows. And let me tell you, I've told this story before. So when Xavier was 6, when I had Leah, Xavier was 6. And I think the first stamp show, Leah was only 4 months old when we took her. Somewhere I have a picture. And I put her in a little, I didn't have her in a regular baby stroller because when you go to these conventions, they don't allow you to take the Big Mama stroller. And, you know, I wasn't going to miss the convention. So I had 6-year-old Xavier and like 4-month-old Leah. And I put her in a umbrella stroller, which you're really not supposed to put little babies in an umbrella stroller. But, you know, I was like, this is how we're going to have to get into the show. And so this is what we're going to do. And I'll never forget, somebody jumped out and looked at Leah and said, "Oh my God, isn't she the cutest? I just want to eat her up." And Xavier goes, "You're not going to eat my sister. Get away from her." And then the next year we went back to the show, and Xavier always likes to do the make and take. And Blue Knight Rubber Stamps never charges for their make and takes. And if you've ever gone to these shows, a lot of places charge you $2 or $3 to do make and takes. And I get that there's supplies involved. And so, you know, you're paying for the paper, the ink, the stickers, or whatever people are using. And a lot of people do make and takes and then don't invest in your booth. Well, Lynn has always, as far as I've known, has always done free make and takes. And she wants people to try out her stamps and try out her coloring, whether she's doing pan pastels or whatever she's doing. And so Xavier's always sat at her booth, and Mommy always takes care of the booth special, which is like buy 4 stamps, get 1 free, or whatever the booth special is. So I spend a lot of money every year buying 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 stamps. So I didn't realize Lynn recognized me, but I went to a show, and she saw Xavier and she goes, "I remember you guys from last year. Your son did a make and take and he did a really good job. And you had a little girl." And I said, "Yeah." And I think we had left Leah with the babysitter one show. And she said, "Oh, where's your little girl?" And I said, "Well, she didn't come this time." Well, the following year, Leah's 2 years old and we bring her back. And Lynn remembered us again and said, how oh, this is your little girl. And Leah was like 2, and she said, come on over. And she let Xavier and Leah do a make and take. And that really like meant something to me, that not only did she remember like my son, but then to let my kids do make and take, you know, really just stuck out to me. So a few years go by, and I think it was 2 years ago. Yeah, so 2 years ago. So Leah's 7 now. Yeah, so 2 years ago I went to her and I said, hi, you know, I buy a lot of your stamps. She said, I remember you. You're the ones with the 2 cute kids. So she remembered me. And I said, I have a small YouTube channel and I would like to, if you have a design team, apply for your design team. And she said, absolutely, you know, send me an email of what you do. And I sent her an email and she was like, okay, I'm going to give you a shot. And I wouldn't be where I'm at without 2 people, Laura and Lynn, because they both gave me a shot on their design teams. And Laura is the owner of Creative Vision Stamps. Lynn is the owner of Blue Night Rubber Stamps. They travel the country. So I make cards like this. I send them to them. They hang their cards up in their booth. And when people say, that's a beautiful card, how do I make it? You know what they say? You go on Nancy's Stamps and you watch her YouTube video. And so they've sent me so many of you guys from all over the country. And yes, they're very sweet, good people. And I love that. And, you know, I'm sure you guys have heard, just like in any other industry, that there are people out there that are kind of divas and just, you know, all they care about is making the buck, right? And all they care about is selling their products. So these are definitely not those kinds of people. And now look, we are almost 15,000 subscribers. That's crazy. That's just, I just can't believe it. Like, I just can't. I was just I just went fishing and my buddy was there and he's like, I said, I got to go home. And he goes, why are you leaving? Everybody's biting now. I said, my YouTube channel, I got to do a live at 7 o'clock. I got to go. And he was like, okay. You know, this is my last weekend live with you guys. I go back to work next week. So dreading it. I want to stay and play with you guys. Aw, thank you, Lee. You're sweet. Thank you, Irene. I agree, Maria. Her stamps are just very... She makes me feel like I'm a good card maker. And all I'm doing is coloring. I mean, all I gotta do is color the stamps in. I do Facebook Lives every once in a while. If you're not on my Facebook page, it's Nancy Stamps 15. You know, I just basically do like little announcements on there. If you ever want to know where I'm at when I'm running late, you always want to check Nancy Stamps. I do put some personal stuff on there every once in a while, but I'm on Nancy Stamps more than I am on the Foiling and Stamping Fun Group, because the Foiling and Stamping Fun Group is for everybody. Thank you, Crafting Queen. Aw, Maria, yes. Yeah, we've been on every night since the middle of March, I think, when this all started. So we've been doing this for a month and a half now. So, and it's for me as much as it is just as for you guys, you know, not only to keep you guys. And I think a lot of new people have joined us and a lot of new friendships have been made and a lot of support to people that have been hiding and like, I'm afraid to use my foiling machine. I'm afraid to do coloring. I'm afraid to use my Gemini machine. And you guys are all so supportive of each other. I really enjoy seeing that camaraderie. I'll do a fishing live. Yeah, Bonnie, I go back to work Monday at 8:30 in the morning, work from home, but they make us do these WebExes, so I'm in front of a camera, so I get up in the morning like I'm going to work, but I put a nice blouse on, I do my hair and makeup and jewelry, and then I even put perfume on. And I just wear jeans and go from upstairs to downstairs, wake the kids up, make breakfast, they sit on their laptops and do their schoolwork. We all have headphones on while we're all working. And then somewhere I'll take a lunch break and I'll make everybody lunch. And just depending on how much work Leah has, she'll usually be done, and then she can go take a nap or go do something in her room or whatever. Xavier, just depends on what kind of day he has. He's usually less busy at the beginning of the week and more busy at the end of the week. And then at 5 o'clock, I'll be done, and I'll have to make dinner for the kids. And so it's really tight schedule for me to try to, run down here and find some stuff for us to go over. So, aw, thank you, Jeanette. Yeah, our foiling and stamping group is a really fun group. You don't have to be into foiling, it's just there because I didn't find too many groups on Facebook that were really foiling related. A lot of them were like stamping or card making or scrapbooking, but I found that a lot of them were kind of owned by companies. So for me, I wanted to create a group for a number of reasons. One, that it was no judgment. All levels were accepted, whether you're a beginner or you've been doing this for 20 years, whether you do scrapbooking, card making, crocheting, needlework, embroidery, whatever you do, all levels. But also, it's not owned by a stamp company. It's owned by me and Tracy started this. We're both YouTubers. And in case, is Tracy on here? I haven't seen her yet. She's probably working. Tracy's been working throughout this whole thing, you guys. But Tracy only started crafting, just so you guys know. Yeah, I always wear pants, Arlene. But Tracy only started crafting about 2 years ago. And look how far she's come in 2 years, and her card making is really beautiful. She is so pleasant. She's so nice. I got a chance to meet her last year as well. She drove from Pittsburgh all the way out here to Philadelphia. So we're like 5-6 hours apart, and I got to meet her, and she is just the nicest person. And her YouTube channel is just past 700. Let's see where Tracy's at on her YouTube. Yeah, she's working all the time. So Tracy is also, she also helped out with Blue Knight rubber stamps last year a little bit. So she's just been awesome. Let me share her page, because if you guys are not part of her page, you need to be. She just hit 745 subscribers. So it's to, support everybody. All right, so here's Tracy's. Please go over and subscribe to her channel if you're new. As always, we are always appreciative of the thumbs up. Yeah, Maria, I think it depends on where you live. I linked Stacy's laser printer and my laser printer in our group. And the one that I have is not Wi-Fi. The one that Stacy has is Wi-Fi or wireless. So you just need a power cord. You can literally keep the printer anywhere, and you don't need to have it set up to a computer, which is cool. So thank you, Terry. So I linked both of those laser printers. They're black and white laser printers. Well, I'm going to go feed this girl some shrimp fettuccine Alfredo. I'll post pictures on the Nancy Stamps Facebook page if you want to see them. Stacy doesn't have one, and she needs to have one. I said that. And then Karin is on here. I'll show you all my little, our YouTube family here. Hold on. Let me find the other one. Okay, Karin is, she is another Stampin' Up! Representative, so she does a lot with Stampin' Up!, but she's so elegant. Like, I love Karin's style. She's very elegant, and she's just fun. If you watch her videos, she's super fun. So I'll link Karin's for you guys. Hold on. So join Karen's. And then the one who has kind of been my YouTube mentor, she may or may not be on here, is Alicia. She's always watching quietly in the background. But Alicia, I started watching her videos a while ago. And Alicia just, she amazes me because not only does she do paper crafting, but she does sewing. She's just an amazing person as well. And so when I joined back up with Stampin' Up, I picked her to be my upline, but she's been so supportive and helping me, kind of giving me some advice with not only my Stampin' Up stuff, but YouTube. And anytime I have a question, she always is just so friendly. And she's in Texas, so, you know, I used to live in Texas for a little bit, so here's the other one. So these are the ones I know. And if you have a YouTube channel and you're trying to, Crafting Queen doesn't have one either. Hers is, she just does some private things. She'll post private links for you guys, only for you guys. Wow, Laura, that's really nice. They are called the Karin Pro Markers. I will find them and I will link them for you guys. Yeah, Crafting Queen's videos are private for our small little group. She doesn't share them with the whole public. Yeah, Karin Brush Marker Pros. It's these two here. They are really pretty. Like, I really like this one. That was the first one I did yesterday. The pink is pretty too, and I see that color. The color comes back after it's dry. Tracy's YouTube, I linked up above. Bonnie, hold on. Let me see if I can. It's Tracy Schultz. Yeah, Blue Night Rubber Stamps. Kitchen Sink Stamps doesn't have a YouTube. She has a blog, though. So I linked those people up above. If you guys want to click on their links, that'll give you their channels. You can head on over there, click the subscribe button, and support our little YouTube family and our little crafty companies. And we're here to support each other because, again, I've said this time and time again, unfortunately, we are in a little dying hobby. You know, not too many younger people are supporting scrapbooking and card making and just doing this kind of handmade kindness. So we need to support each other and our crafty friends and our crafty families and our little mom and pop shops and keep them in business. And I'm sure that they are all kind of hurting right now because they can't get on the road. So when they do get on the road, you guys, please make every effort to try to go to a show if you can. Even if you can go to one show, I promise it'll be worth it to you. They travel all over the country. This is what they do 26 weeks out of the year to support their crafty businesses, and a lot of them run it out of their home. They manufacture these stamps in their home. They don't have storefronts, so they're really hurting right now, and we need to support them as much as we can. Leah, I'm supposed to tell you 88 people. 91 people and 60 thumbs up.
90?
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm going to go feed her because she's giving me the look. But thank you guys for watching. And we're going to try to go fishing in the morning tomorrow. But again, head on over to Nancy Stamps 15 on Facebook and you'll know where I'm at, what I'm doing. And thank you guys. Go work on your cards. I think these are going to be my cards from my little crafty friends. I'm going to put some nice sentiments on there, put some color blocking in the background. And so now my 4 friends know what they're going to get. Thank you guys. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share so we can get to 15,000 subscribers so I can give away some stuff. Love you guys. Stay safe. Virtual hugs. Bye.